to ask. Please don't hesitate in asking the questions. Yes.
Sorry, you said that.
Yes. Please, your turn will come. Listen your friend also. He is asking something. Yeah, you will ask loudly. You are young. You will ask loudly.
Sir, you said that the lower atmosphere affects the upper atmosphere.
Yes, yes.
Similarly, like
Yes.
the layers of atmosphere affect each other.
Yes.
Then how the lower atmosphere affects the space or the outer atmosphere?
Very good question. He asked like that, as I told, atmosphere is coupled. So how the lower atmosphere affect the upper atmosphere? He is asking. Am I right? So it's very simple, as I showed, last few slides I showed, that were observed 50-year observation over Ahmedabad. We have found the effect of global warming at altitude of 250 km over Ahmedabad. The height of the maximum ionization in the ionosphere has been found to be decreasing in last 50 years, and that is due to increased concentration of greenhouse gases. Now you will say how? It's very simple. If you take that principle, simple principle of heating and cooling. So if you will heat the lower atmosphere, then what will happen? The total energy in the universe is conserved, and heat is energy and energy is heat. So then what happens? It affects the temperature structure fully, and that temperature structure, what it does? It changes the chemical reactions which are taking place in the atmosphere or in the ionosphere. You know, in chemistry, all the chemical reactions are temperature dependent. Okay? When you do the chemistry, then you heat something. Okay, then it becomes like the product is formed. All the rate constant K are always temperature dependent. So if any change in the temperature, whether it is lower or middle or upper atmosphere, it will change the rate of reaction, and once rate of reaction is changed, then composition of that place is changed. If the composition is changed, then density is changed. If density is changed, the properties of that place are changed. That way the things are very much coupled. Next please. Yes.
Sir, in recent times, theories have come out like universe is expanding. Is it true, sir?
Yeah, that is basically Hubble's concept. Universe is expanding. That means it is like that each object is like moving away from each other. That does not mean total it is, like everything is conserved like that. Suppose if you take one center, so you are very much right, the theories are like that, universe is expanding. That means that it's a like Hubble, you have heard, no? Hubble constant, and that explains that how universe is expanding. Like that. So each object is going away from each other. You are getting my point? That is the universe expanding. That.
So sir, in that case, can we say Earth is going far from the sun?
Yes.
So sir, means then up to a certain extent global warming is actually good because Earth is going far from the sun, so it needs that living conditions, no?
No, they don't. Basically, your thought are very good and very appreciable. But as I told that, you might have heard, direct temperature, direct radiation which are coming from the sun, they are not responsible for global warming. The direct radiations which are coming, there are two type of long wave. I am going in little detail. Please excuse me. There are two type of radiation. If you take the black body, you might have not heard. If you take the black body, so sun is black body at 6000 degree Kelvin. Sun is a black body at 6000 degree Kelvin, and Earth is a black body at 300 degree Kelvin. So both are black body. So if you take the Wien's displacement law, lambda m into T is a constant. Maximum wavelength and temperature, always product remains constant. So the sun is a black body at 6000 degree Kelvin. That's what it emits the shorter wavelength infrared. Short wavelength, less than 3 micrometer. Okay. And if Earth if you take Earth, it is black body at 300 degree Kelvin. So it emits the longer. So it's not like that whatever has been absorbed from the sun, same is being emitted. No. The short wave radiation which are not absorbed by CO2, CH4 and CO. I was thinking someone will ask this question. You are telling sir re-radiated radiations are being trapped, that's what a global warming. But what about the radiations which are directly coming from the sun? The radiations which are coming directly from the sun, they are at, I am talking about the IR. They are shorter wavelength because they are emitted from hotter body and they are not being absorbed by these gases. They are coming directly to Earth, Earth absorbs them and behave as a black body, and they are re-radiated at longer wavelength, and longer wavelength are absorbed by these greenhouse gases, and that's what the global warming. So your question is answered in this way, as you are telling its direct radiations are not affecting much. The indirect radiations which are very close to us, they are affecting and they are responsible for global warming. And you will come to know, as I tell, someone may ask like that, 0.6 or 0.7 degrees Celsius has increased and so much hue and cry. ग्लोबल वार्मिंग आपने पढ़ा होगा, कितना टेम्परेचर बढ़ा है एवरेज 0.7 डिग्री सेल्सियस पूरे ग्लोब का, और इतना हल्ला मच रहा है। तो रोज राजकोट में टेम्परेचर मिनिमम टेम्परेचर 17 डिग्री और मैक्सिमम टेम्परेचर 14 डिग्री होता है, 40, तो रोज 13 डिग्री प्लस माइनस होता है, तब कोई बात नहीं करता है, और ये 0.7 डिग्री या 0.8 डिग्री बढ़ गया तो उसके लिए इतना हल्ला हो रहा है। हाँ, why? Yes?
Because glaciers are melting and water level is rising.
Yeah, he is partially right. As I told now, example of sand. Okay, so the very small quantity changes the balance of the nature. Sun-Earth connection is changing with a very little effect, and that's what the ocean levels are rising, glaciers are melting, so on and so forth. Like that. So that time is not like that. If 0.2 degree has increased, it's not. And your question is right, thinking is right, but direct radiations are less responsible than indirect. Okay? Next. Yes? Yeah, speak loudly, speak.
Sir, is it true that ozone holes are more seen during spring?
Yes, you're right. Yeah, she asked like that, ozone holes are more seen during springs and in the higher latitudes. High latitude polar regions like Antarctica and Arctica. Not.
What is the reason?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to tell. I am just told that people, your friends might have not heard the question. Question was like that: why the ozone holes are depletion in the ozone is more in the spring season and more in the polar regions, or you can say high latitude. We are protected. The reason is, I will tell in the reverse direction. The maximum energy from the sun is received in the equatorial region from 10 degree north to 10 degree south. You may surprise to listen. The maximum energy which is coming from the sun is received by Earth in the 10 degree north and 10 degree south latitude. Okay, in this belt. And that's what maximum ozone is produced here. Then with the help of Brewer-Dobson circulation, there is a BD circulation. That BD circulation is transporting the ozone where? To the higher latitudes. Fine? And you know that in the polar latitude and Antarctic में सबसे पहले hole discover हुआ था, Antarctic hole, मतलब means depletion. You know, in the south, when here there is a winter, then southern hemisphere it is summer, and when here it is summer, then there is a winter. So now suppose in the northern hemisphere there is a summer, okay? So in March, April in southern hemisphere what? It is the winter. If it is winter, that means 6 months, 3-4 months there is no sun. Am I right? So sun नहीं होता है वहाँ पे, रेडिएशन नहीं है, और केवल रेडिएशन से क्या होता है? ब्रीवर-डॉप्सन सर्कुलेशन से ओजोन वहाँ पहुँच रही है, क्योंकि सन तो है नहीं, तो अल्ट्रावायलेट रेडिएशन नहीं है, तो ओजोन फॉर्म नहीं हो रही है, वो ट्रांसपोर्ट होके पहुँच रही है ना। जैसे एक आइलैंड हो, आइलैंड के ऊपर शिप से सप्लाई पहुँचती है, वहाँ कुछ पैदा नहीं हो रहा है, प्रोड्यूस नहीं हो रहा है, 6 मंथ कुछ नहीं प्रोड्यूस हो रहा है, तो आइलैंड के ऊपर शिप से सप्लाई जा रही है, तो सप्लाई अभी गई, तो वहाँ पे विंटर है ना अभी, तो विंटर में सप्लाई गई, अब वो सप्लाई जो है वो जब पहुंचेगी तब तक क्या आ जाता है? बोलिए स्प्रिंग। नहीं, स्प्रिंग आता है, स्प्रिंग के बाद समर आएगा ना। देखिए, तो आप अब सोच के देख लीजिए कि यहाँ पे मैक्सिमम प्रोडक्शन हुआ समर में, और वो धीरे धीरे ब्रीवर-डॉप्सन सर्कुलेशन से ऊपर जा रहा है, और वहां पे प्रोडक्शन बिल्कुल बंद है, तो सबसे मिनिमम कब होगा वहां पे? जो आप सीजन कह रहे हैं उसी सीजन में होगा, नहीं होगा? क्योंकि वहां पे अभी विंटर है, वहां प्रोडक्शन बंद है, यहीं से वहां जा रहा है, ठीक है ना? तो जो धीरे धीरे जितनी ओजोन है वो सब खत्म हो गई, तो मई, जून, जुलाई, अगस्त, सितंबर में मिनिमम होता है वहां पे, और तभी ओजोन होल सकता है। मीन्स ओजोन होल मीन्स ओजोन डिप्लीशन सबसे ज्यादा होता है, बिकॉज इट इज क्वेश्चन ऑफ सप्लाई एंड डिमांड, लाइक दैट। सप्लाई यहां से ही होती है, क्योंकि वहां तो 6 महीने सन हम दिखता नहीं है, तो प्रोडक्शन होता नहीं है। प्रोडक्शन नहीं होता तो यहाँ से पीरियड ऑफ सर्कुलेशन से जाती है, जब तक वहां पहुंचती है तब तक मिनिमम हो जाता है। जैसे जब सनसेट होता है तो गर्मी होती है। देखिए अर्ली मॉर्निंग 3-4 बजे टेम्परेचर सबसे कम होता है। सुबह मॉर्निंग में आप वॉक करिए, कितनी भी गर्मी हो लेकिन थोड़ा टेम्परेचर कम लगता है। क्यों? क्योंकि सन ने जो गर्मी दी थी वो धीरे धीरे कम हो गई सुबह तक, और अगला सनराइज जब तक होगा मिनिमम टेम्परेचर कब होता है? अर्ली मॉर्निंग। वही रीजन है मिनिमम ओजोन स्प्रिंग सीजन। अंडर यस 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 Yes, you are right. Not only Chinese, we have also. There are basically there, as I told na, the radars work on the simple principle. Some signal goes, okay, signal goes and comes back. Suppose if I am standing here, you are seeing me because light is falling on me and reflected, and you are seeing me. Suppose something is being done like that. This room is made dark, and I am standing in the dark. Can you see me? You will not be able to see me because light is not falling on me. Or you can say light is not allowed. If I absorb that light, suppose some light is falling on me but is not being reflected from me, then you will not be able to see me. So जो रडार को धोखा देने वाले चीटर्स प्लेन बनते हैं, उनमें क्या होता है, रडार सील्ड लगी होती है। रडार सील्ड वो क्या करती है, और रडार हर वेवलेंथ पे, इसके लिए इंटरनेशनल लॉ है। इस फ्रीक्वेंसी के ऊपर ही रडार को बैंड होते ना, जो 2G घोटाला हुआ था, तो वैसे रडार के लिए भी होता है कि इस वेवलेंथ में ही आप रडार चला सकते हैं। जो रडार बनते हैं तो उस वेवलेंथ की सील लगा दी जाती है, ठीक है। उसको क्या किया गया, उसके ऊपर सीट ऐसी लगा दी गई कि उस वेवलेंथ जाएगी तो वो रिफ्लेक्ट होकर वापस नहीं आएगी, और ये तो रिफ्लेक्ट होकर वापस नहीं आई तो क्या होगा बताइए, कोई रडार डिटेक्ट नहीं कर सकता। जैसे हमारी आंख है ना, ये अंधेरे में कोई खड़ा नहीं देख पाते हैं, बिल्कुल वैसे, क्योंकि लाइट वापस नहीं, तो वहां से रेडियो सिग्नल ये जो है ना अपने आप ही है, ऐसी बात नहीं। हम इंडिया का क्या है, वो पॉपुलराइज नहीं करती, वो अपनी बात को ऐसा नहीं वो दिखाए, जो है अपने पास भी, कि रडार नहीं डिटेक्ट कर पाएगा। एक तो वो सील लगाते हैं, दूसरा क्या होता है, कुछ प्लेन ऐसे बनाए जाते हैं जो काफी लो एल्टीट्यूड पे फ्लाई करते हैं, जो जैसे 2 किलोमीटर की ऊंचाई के ऊपर फ्लाई करेंगे। और रडार देखता कैसे, रडार ऐसे देखता है, तो दूर से देखना है तो ऊपर होगा तभी तो दिखाई पड़ेगा ना आपको। टावर जो बनता है, लाइट लगाते हैं, लाइट हाउस, वो क्यों ऊंचा बनाया जाता है, क्योंकि दूर से दिखाई पड़े। अर्थ इज राउंड, पृथ्वी गोल है, पृथ्वी गोल है ना, नहीं, कितने लोग कहते हैं गोल है? अरे सब लोग कहोगे पृथ्वी गोल, अर्थ इज राउंड। ये तो सब चुप, ऐसा क्वेश्चन लगता है सब सो रहे हैं। अरे देखिए टावर क्यों ऊंचे बनाए, जब मैं आपसे एक सिंपल क्वेश्चन पूछता हूँ, लैंप पोस्ट या जो सिग्नल्स हैं वो हमेशा टावर पे क्यों लगाए जाते हैं, चाहे रेलवे का हो, चाहे वो तुम्हारा मोबाइल का टावर हो, सब ऊंचाई पे क्यों लगाए जाते हैं? क्योंकि आपको यहां लगता है पृथ्वी प्लेन है, अर्थ इज राउंड, जो मैंने दिखाया था ना, अर्थ इज राउंड ऐसे है। तो जब किसी टावर को आपको 3 किलोमीटर दूर से दिखवाना है तो 3 किलोमीटर के कर्वेचर को आपको पिक्चर में लेना पड़ेगा, तब टावर बनाना पड़ेगा, और तभी वो टावर आपको 3 किलोमीटर से दिखाई पड़ेगा, नहीं तो दिखाई नहीं पड़ेगा। समझ रहे नहीं आप? मन तो टावर की ऊंचाई और उसका डिसाइड होती है कितनी दूर तक सिग्नल भेजना है। तो रडार भी ऐसे होते हैं, रडार ऐसे देखते हैं ना आप, टावर देखिए रडार का एंटीना ऐसे होता है, लाइक दैट, तो वो ऐसे देखता है, यदि उसके नीचे से कोई निकल गया तो, जैसे मान लीजिए आप ऐसे देख रहे हैं, हम ऐसे देख रहे हैं ऊपर, और यहां से कोई निकल जाए आप नहीं देख पाएंगे, तो लो फ्लाइंग ऑब्जेक्ट बना दो, वो नहीं, वो उनको, वो रडार को चीट करते हैं, चीटर बोलते हैं, और या फिर ऐसे मेटल लगा दी जाती है उनके चारों तरफ जो उस रेडियो फ्रीक्वेंसी को वापस नहीं भेजते। एनीथिंग मोर? Yes, last question, please ask.
Sir, it's not from this presentation. Whenever the metal combines with antimatter,
yes,
a huge amount of energy is released.
Right.
So, from banana, at every equal time, positive release.
Yes.
So, why doesn't energy release?
Sorry, why does not energy release?
Yeah.
No, we are not saying energy is not released. Where we are saying energy is not released, we are not able to measure and trap that energy.
We do have limitations.
Yes, that's what I'm telling. There is a matter, there is an antimatter. We believe it, but experimentally we have not proved yet existence of antimatter. Fine. So when matter combines with antimatter, then energy is released. You are very much right. Energy is there, but we are not able to trap it or to detect. That is our limitation. I would like to say like that. Another word. We will layman language. There is a water crisis. You know the water crisis? अभी टैंकर आते होंगे, पानी कम होता है. But God has given us plenty of water. Plenty of water. कोई पानी की कमी नहीं. कमी कहाँ है? हम टेक्नोलॉजी नहीं बना पा रहे हैं कि सी वाटर को सस्ते में प्योरीफाई करके पी पाए. बस that's it. आप जरा सोच के देखिए, 2/3 तो पानी भगवान ने दिया और हम कहते हैं पानी की कमी है. दिया नहीं दिया? अरे जितनी जमीन थी उससे ज्यादा पानी दिया है. लेकिन हम अभी अपनी लिमिटेशंस की वजह से सस्ते में समुद्र के पानी को पीने लायक नहीं बना पा रहे. वी आर इनकेपेबल टू प्योरीफाई द सी वाटर टू मेक इट ड्रिंकेबल. चीप कर रहे हैं लेकिन चीप नहीं कर पा, महंगा हो रहा है. ठीक है, तो वही है मैटर एंड एंटी मैटर. यू आर वेरी मच राइट, एब्सोल्युटली राइट. बट अनलेस एक्सपेरिमेंटली वी डिटेक्ट इट, वी ट्रैप इट, we are saying like that, we are still working on that.
And sir, what is the reason for this releasing of this antimatter?
Sorry?
What is the reason of releasing antimatter?
See, it is believed always if there is a X, there is a Y. Means I may say always there is a one companion. If somewhere there is a positive, so whether we are able to detect or not, there is always somewhere there is a negative.
I mean, what is the reactions taking place in banana so that the antimatter is released?
That is, I think, still matter of research. So I can say like that. Actually, my knowledge is also limited in that field. It is a particle physics and high energy physics, theoretical physics question is there. So this I think that theoretical physicists can definitely answer better than me. Whatever I was knowing about matter, antimatter, and what are the limitations, that I can tell. Because this is not exactly my topic of research, so I cannot say for sure what is the answer for your question at present. So you can write me, I will discuss with my friends and I will let you know. You write your question, I will discuss with my friends who are working on the high energy particle physics, and they will definitely give you the convincing answer, and I will pass on it to you.
Sir, since the last 2 years, instead of warming, we are feeling here cooling. That you can see in the last 2 years, the temperature comes down. In the winter season, it is long.
Yes.
Similarly, last year you can see in US and Canada, the temperature is record may come down.
Right.
So instead of warming, it is a cooling.
Yes.
So what is about this?
That's very beautiful question. Yes, very beautiful question. That you see, and you are thinking, you are reading the global warming and all these things, and you are seeing in the Europe and you can say America, till February or till March there was huge snow. There was Heathrow airport was closed and full Europe was paralyzed, and we are seeing the global warming. What I told in very lucid manner, the example of salt in food, less or more. So I mean to say, if temperature is less, then also what is happening? It is cooling. Cooling for certain period. Then what happens? 35 degrees, it will go 35, 36 degrees. So the gradient, it's like that, gradient. What it should be? The winters are becoming more severe winter. Summers are becoming more severe summer. Drought, सूखा ना बे. Drought prone regions are becoming more drought prone, and flood prone regions are becoming more severe floods. This indicates the imbalance. What is required is not happening. Even it should be not, if there should not be a snowing, there is a snowing. When there should be a normal temperature, it is more temperature. So if you see last 20-30 years, if you see the intensity and frequency of natural calamities or natural hazards, whether it is flood, it is cyclone, it is snowfall, it is tornado, whatever it is, around the globe, if you make the chart, 10 years chart, 80 to 90, 90 to 2000, 2000 to 2010, and 2000 to 2014, you will come to know what is happening in the earth atmosphere and who is responsible. You can answer yourself. So whatever the question was, beautiful question. basically the imbalance is being created. Either salt is less or salt is more. It is not letting it be the tasty food. That is dangerous. Because neither severe winter is good for us, nor severe summer. And this is happening, imbalance is happening. And overall, if you see, sum it up, then cooling is less than the warming. But if you see the average temperature, if you just see one region and measure it, you will find like that. Suppose minimum temperature should be 2 degrees Celsius. So it gone to -1 degree Celsius. Suppose -1. So the difference came how much? 3 degrees. But if you see the above temperature should be suppose 38 degrees Celsius. It has gone to 45 degrees Celsius. So the summer became more severe, winter became more, but if you go in the down direction, then what happens? Even once you go below 0 degree, it becomes chilling. So we feel it is very cold. But in hot, body try to adjust. And we put the AC. But we do not have provision of central heating and all these things. That was always, if the winter is severe, then we feel more terrible than summer because we all have ACs. So ACs take out the burden. Okay? Okay, once again, I will thank the organizer for giving me this opportunity to discuss with you, and many thanks to you all young scientists who have patiently listened and contributed to your best in spite of feeling sleepy after lunch. So thanks for all.
First of all, please do clapping for the sir for the wonderful lecture. Thank you, sir. That was wonderful lecture, and thank you again for the informational speech about the earth and your instrument using in the PRL research laboratory. Now, I would request Neha Vanjara to give a memento to Dr. Som Kumar Sharma.